Dear ladies and gentlemen, we are again today doing our second session on Technopreneurship. I'm not sure whether everything works or not. This time I'm doing by myself without my friend Abzal, who was making all of technical part. I hope that everything works well, and you can see us on YouTube, on my page on Facebook. If any problems, please let me know. Otherwise, I don't know what is going on. I'm on Zoom, and I'm once again we're together with KazGU students who took Technopreneurship course. This time we have a very small group of students. It's only 5 of them. What we did with the last 1.5 hours, we discussed which idea they have to pick up and further work on it during our semester. Just a moment, let me undo this one so you can see. So for the next one hour, what we will do is we'll have a guest speaker again, and after guest speaker talk, we will continue with our new topic. It's how to create a high performance teams in startup companies. Please be with us. If you cannot hear us, please write us, and I will go back to it. Again, the rules are the following. I can only interact with students from Zoom that are from KazGU. Everybody else can just view and ask any questions via comments, and then I will reply afterwards. Today, let me introduce our another fellow citizen from Kazakhstan who is doing his business in Singapore. Let me pin video so I am there. His name is Marjan. He is a mathematician by major, but I knew him already for a year. We met in Singapore. He's developing his co-founder and CTO of one startup company that he can share later. They are doing quite well, and I hope that in the future they can become one of the unicorns. What I want Abzal or not Marjan to share with us, it's how success came and what are the tips he can give to our students. This time it's not like Marjan is sitting with me like previous Abdal was sitting. He will join us through Zoom. So let's see how it will out technically. He will be live as me. I will be pinning myself shorter. Dear students, if you have any questions, you can ask, but let's give around 15 to 20 minutes talk to Abzal or Marjan, sorry, and then we'll continue. Just a moment. Marjan, are you here? Let me do like this. Let me
Hi,
pin you. Yes.
hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes. I think students, can you hear? Marjan, let me introduce you to students. We have, as of now, 4 students live,
Yeah.
and they can hear you well. Yes, I can see from the chat they're saying they can hear you. They're very excited to know about you and your business, of course. But in order to start, Marjan, the general question that I want to ask you is how you came with this idea of micro security, uh, how you created a team, this kind of as a start question. Can you share your success story?
Yeah. The thanks for opportunity, Ahmed. It's great to meet you guys, fellows from Kazakhstan. Always pleasure to have a conversation and chat with you guys. So I'm from Kazakhstan. I graduated Kazakhstan branch of Moscow State University. Then I worked for a while in Kazakhstan. Then I got an invitation to work here in Singapore. After a few times, I realized that so the, I have some ideas and why not to try. During my work here, there was a one accelerator where I joined. But
Hmm.
the interesting part is that this accelerator was quite different. So the what they do is they gather the people for 6 months to one place and during the 6 months you have to come up with some kind of idea, find some customers, and basically to learn how to build the company.
I see, great. And can I just interrupt you here, Magjan, and ask, um, when you came to Singapore, you already knew what kind of idea you want to explore, or within this accelerator, they drive you through the process?
uh, there are a few things. I was always interested to start the company. Even in Kazakhstan, I was participating in different accelerators competitions, the startup competitions. So the journey was, I would say, very knowledgeable. And so why I came to Singapore is one of the things. Yeah, I wanted to explore myself and learn more. Uh, since this country is developing and they have a more support in startup, so I realized why not to try.
I see it.
Uh, yeah,
Because there are a lot of opportunities, and I think very important, because students that here right now with us, they are either second year, third year, or fourth year student, and
yeah,
they, some of them already took entrepreneurship course. For them it's the first time they take technopreneurship, and when I talk with them they say, oh, we're not kind of technical guys, we don't know how we can create this business, because one of the criteria that they have to work on within this semester is to create a business
yeah,
based on technology that within 5 years will generate 100 million US dollars as revenues. They're a little bit scared, and I want them feel comfortable and say that it's possible, and that's why I want to get them different perspective, and especially from successful fellow Kazakh entrepreneurs. Can you
yeah.
tell them that it's possible or it's not possible?
Of course, it's possible. The company is like so. First of all, the why I started the company, right? I wanted to start company. Um, so especially in your age, I already started learning how famous startups like Facebook, Uber, and a lot of the apps. So uh, there's how they founded these particular companies. But the interesting question that I wanted to ask myself, these guys, why they started in particular sphere, it's because they have some domain knowledge, or how we call it, edge. Edge is basically the stuff that you are comfortable with or you are good at. So let's say my major is mathematics, right? I know everything about mathematics and all the specific stuffs and details,
Yeah.
but I know that to build the company in the security area, I need someone who can help me to build in the software solutions, and I need someone who can tell a story about the security, or I need people who can build for me the, the sales.
Okay. So you
Uh,
just had a broad structure in your mind, and then you
yeah,
just try to find the people, correct people who can implement and
exactly.
execute. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, when you start the ideation, when you start uh, the when you just start the particular idea, you don't actually know how to solve that problem, but you know broadly where to go. So the how we started our company, the important part is, I think, the one of the important part is brainstorming, right?
Yes.
uh, so let's say you have some kind of idea, and once you have some kind of idea, the important part is whether your idea is valuable or feasible to work. So what we did is uh, we said, okay, let's say we have. So before starting this company, we had few ideas. So I tried to provide some kind of data science solutions. I tried to provide some kind of. I had an idea of accelerating the computation. So I was exploring different ideas based on my edge.
I see
But
it.
the problem, yeah. But the thing is, when I had an idea, I immediately I didn't start and prototyping the problem the products, because the building the prototype, it takes a lot of time. So based on the resources, you have to estimate how you can. So you have to estimate how to reach particular idea as fast as possible. So
Yeah.
what you do is you immediately need to go to talk to your potential customers. This is very important, because at the first time when you have some kind of idea, you, as a passionate person, as a interested person in particular field, you can see only from one perspective, but you don't know exactly whether it's possible to monetize this idea, or you don't know whether it's the market is ready or people are ready to buy this particular product.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, and the important part is here, go and talk to your customers, potential customers. So how we did is, there are two ways. It's one way is finding through your friends, the connections, networks, by the way, which is very important. Another one is cold emails. Cold emails is you just basically go through the LinkedIn, Facebook, gather the emails, and send hundreds of emails daily. So the first 2 months we did this job. So basically, you try to give some shape to your idea, and then you try to build a prototype. After that, the important part is to show them and get the feedback. Yeah,
Agree. Actually, today we were just discussing with students that um, exactly what you said. There is no need to create a perfect product and then go to the customers because they can say, "Oh, it's something that we don't want, and we already lost time." And that's
yeah,
why it's always necessary to talk with the clients first, with the customers, potential customers, and solve
yeah,
actually their pain. Yes, I
yeah.
agree. Right now, I think for students, it's very interesting to know what is the stage of your company right now. Can you share? Have you got a finance? How many members in your team?
Yeah. So in our team, the full time we have 8 people.
Yes.
We have also the few interns. So we have the partnerships with different companies, and the state is we already finished our the seed round. So we had the seed round is the first investment we already got. So we are full fledged working on uh, the the building our next version of the products, uh, working our go to market strategy, finding the customers, talking to them. Uh, yeah, so
I see. I
like
see.
so as a founder, you do everything. So as a founder, uh, you are involved in the business development, you are involved in the building the team, building the product, and the journey is, I think, quite interesting.
And it's, I think, definitely rewarding for you. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that your team consists of different nationalities. Can you share how it's working with different nationalities? And I think you're the only from Kazakhstan there.
So yeah, we have, I think, the different people from different countries. So we have people from Bangladesh, we have people from India, China, and Singapore, the UK.
Wow.
Yeah,
I see.
and we are
And
hiring more.
ah,
Yeah, we are hiring more.
you're hiring more.
So, yeah. So when you target, let's say our target is to make not 100 million, the $1 billion company. So when we started our company, so target was $1 billion company, and try to solve the problem of the solve the problem which the next 5 or 10 years the companies that building the technologies will face this problem. So we
Definitely.
started with this topic, and how how basically we're trying to build our product in such a way that it will be useful now and in the next 5 or 10 years.
Agree. And I think, Makshan, it my mistake. I didn't share with students which area of your business it is. Like, I know it's
Yeah.
cybersecurity. Yes.
So what we do is we provide security solutions for Internet of Things. The problem is currently you have a high level grade, the high level, the enterprise grade security in your internet. But the problem is if you consider the IoT, Internet of Things, which is one of the which actually the covers your internet and the the problems are much higher. The idea is why not to provide the same level of security that you have in the internet to the IoT space, and it has a lot of problems inside and different device constraints, different communication standards. Solving the problem of the security is quite hard. So
Agree.
the team that we gathered, the expertise that we have, it's quite, uh, I think, help in terms of the building this product. We have all the expertise to build this kind of products and company.
To make it global, to make it
Yeah,
global. Yeah, and I, frankly speaking, admire that you're in this business because it's very competitive. You should have a very technical skill, but also big picture understanding. And I met some of your team members, and yeah, they're amazing. Uh, I think at the last, what I want, because I don't want to take a lot of your time, what I want you is to share with students um, how they can grow their business globally, give them tips how they can create this growth mindset. Because as I shared in my first lecture also, the biggest problem to create these global companies is thinking within the box, like within the only territory of Kazakhstan or Central Asia. Uh, but when you name these numbers like $1 billion company, at the beginning it seems very scary.
yeah,
But you are in this way, you challenge yourself. You went to the country that is really far away and
yeah,
different cultures, working with different people.
yeah,
What was your motivation? How can students create that motivation? That I think very powerful message that you can give to students, and I hope I will work with them further to make sure that they are comfortable with that. Because I can tell you, within my practice of teaching for 3 years, that's break that ice. It's really hard, and that's why I want to bring speakers, especially successful Kazakh entrepreneurs that are doing business abroad, to share that it's possible. It's just you need to change your mind.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you are absolutely right. So I think the one of the important things that questions that you need to ask is first, do you mm, when you start a company, it's going to be a bit hard, but during the process, you will learn a lot.
Yeah.
This is the important part. Another question is, um, when you set a goal, you can set a goal. Okay, what's the problems that humanity and the world will face in next 5 or 10 years? Of course, it can be the solar, renewable energies. It's solving the problem of the in the I think in the IT, it's a
Hmm.
big data, it's blockchain, or I think that maybe students, if they have their own interests in terms of building the F&B area, the food and beverages,
Hmm.
uh, the idea is, yeah, you aim, you should your aim should be higher. Let's say the next of 5 or 10 years, you set the goal. Okay, my company should. I want to build a company who can provide the services uh, in the 5 or 10 countries. Let's say, and the goal is to make it 100 million. Then you can start from small. Okay, how I can start from small, and you try to find the customers from Kazakhstan. If you can't find the customers from Kazakhstan, still fine. You try to build a network, and try to find the customers from other countries. uh, Building the network, so you can use your connections, students maybe. I know a lot of people uh, who build uh, shopping stores. I think in UK,
Hmm.
uh, a lot of success stories. You can find the people from Kazakhstan also who build the yeah
I
so
see.
companies like the Zara. So, but in the
Yeah. I
uh,
think in
so the
Kazakhstan,
one of the
yeah,
things
sorry.
that important part is how you set the goal for next to 5 or 10 years. Then you try to break down that. Okay, my goal is uh, in our case, okay, we want to provide the enterprise grade security for IoT and sensor networks. But in order to reach that goal, uh, there are a few problems that we need to solve. So first, let's try to solve the problem which happens in Southeast Asia right now. Then, if we prove ourselves here, we'll try to expand to our regions, other regions, which they face in the next 5 to 10 years. Yeah, this is our approach.
I see. That's that's I oh, sorry. Sorry, I was muted. Sorry, it's live, so it happens. It happens. I was muted. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes,
Everybody can hear. Yeah.
yeah.
That's very great. But then students usually ask, for example, maybe Uber or Facebook or WhatsApp, they had funds to do that, to make it global. We can't do it because we're here in Kazakhstan, no access to funds. How can you answer that question? Can you tell them that actually it's possible to start from zero and finance it from different sources, even abroad? How you
Uh,
did it, yeah, for example.
so I can say there are few actually startups from Shymkent, right? In the Shymkent, I know a few people who provide the special products in the area of dentistry.
Which industry?
Dentistry.
Okay.
In the dentistry, what they do is they build a special product which, without pain, they can make whiten your teeth.
Oh, I
Uh,
heard about that project. I think
yeah,
right now they're commercializing it, going
yeah,
global.
exactly. So the idea is, if you have the product, if you have a product which solves the problem in this the 21st century, I think you can find easily the customers um, and there are a lot of other success stories. Let's say in Russia they have um, the drone company which helps in the construction area, um, and and they have customers all over the world.
I see.
Also, but when they started, of course, they started from the simple problems. If you find the problems in Kazakhstan, I think that there will be a lot of countries who face the same problem on the other places. Regarding the funding, how you can reach uh, in front of investors, what investors are interested. First of all, there are different kind of investors, but mainly they're interested uh, in the technology and how it's scalable.
Scalability. That's a
Yes,
very major question. Yeah, scalability. Hmm.
but I think the step by step, since you guys are just starting, the important part will be to show the ability. First of all, the build the product and build a prototype, and at least find a few customers who are ready to buy your product. And
Exactly.
when you go to the in front of investor, if you show the list of customers that you have, a list of contracts maybe, and the product, the prototype that you have and plan for the next 5 or 10 years. You will have a serious how to say the it's very it's not hard to get funding.
I see.
And it, in front of investors, what they want is uh, first of all, there are of course there are different kind of investors, uh, but the thing is whether the, you set the goals, and by setting the goals you will try to say that what's the next goals for the next 1 year, 2 year, and how you are going to reach that goal,
I see.
and why do you need this money from that investor, and how you are going to utilize it. Of course, it's building the team, finding the customers, the building your sales relationships.
Perfect, perfect. And I think, Mokhtar, what you shared with us within the 30 minutes, it's in a very short track, all technopreneurship course.
Yeah, yeah,
Starting from technology, getting to your clients, customers, prototyping, then getting the funds, showing big picture, and going global. It's like, dear students, for you, a short summary of our course given by current technopreneur, not entrepreneur, but technopreneur. And cybersecurity is growing right now. And it's a big issue. For example, I have a bank account at DBS in Singapore, and while I was in Kazakhstan, it was blocked. And one of the reasons because do you know Klook.com website? Somebody wanted to hack my account there, and
yeah.
DBS right away they stopped it. So
Mm,
I'm very glad that they also invest in probably in cybersecurity, making sure that the customers are satisfied. I was very much satisfied. I said thank you. Nothing went. They said
yeah,
yeah, everything is okay. So I really appreciate your time. Can we have like one or two questions from students? Yeah,
sure, sure.
let me ask them. Dear students, you have a unique opportunity to ask a question. Unfortunately, our online viewers cannot ask question. Only you can have that opportunity. And I know that some of you are already working in some companies, so you can unmute yourself and just ask the question. In your life, yeah, don't be shy. It's okay to share your question. Because Makshan, it's the first time we do technopreneurship live, and I think actually it's the first time live uh, streaming in Kazakh University. I think so,
Yeah,
but I hope it will be in the future more and more, so we can reach to regions, and
yeah,
everybody has YouTube, so they can watch it and then be inspired, and
yeah,
that's what I'm trying to achieve.
yeah.
But students feels like they are a little bit shy, but I understand. Can you hear us, Makshan?
Yes, yes, I
Yeah,
can hear you.
I think not. Let's not torture them with a question. I just want to thank you so much. Our
Okay.
video will be uploaded on our channel on YouTube, so everyone can watch it later on. I
Yeah,
really wish your company success, and I also hope that you will be in our pool of experts or networks. As you said, networks are very important. If students will enter Singapore, you never know, with their
yeah,
project, then maybe they can ask you a question. Will
yes.
it be okay if they can ask you later on,
Sure,
not right
yeah.
now, offline?
You have my contact, so if they have questions, yeah, I'm happy to answer.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Marjan. Then
Yeah,
we'll put you in our pool of experts. I really appreciate your time, and I hope to see you soon, uh, either any place in Kazakhstan here. Thank you so much.
yeah,
Dear audience, we'll continue our class further. So you can just, Marjan, stop the video. You can and leave the meeting. I'm just continue with students for another 15 minutes, and we will talk about HR, how to create high performance teams. You already shared some of that, but I just want to give them some theory also. Thank you so much, Marjan.
thank you. Thanks. Thanks for your time.
Yeah.
Bye.
Dear students, now we are with you. Uh, I see that everybody is unpinned. I don't see your faces. Maybe you're a little bit scared of live streaming. But I want to say there is nothing scary about that. Um, and I hope that our viewers enjoyed our guest speaker. What I want to continue for another 15 minutes is to share how to create high performance teams. Thank you, Indira. Thank you, Mahabat. I still didn't figure out who is Galaxy G6. Maybe later on we will know who is that person. Um, Once again, let me remind that you are right now live streaming, and there are special rules when you ask question or when you talk. Please be careful of your language, and everything is in English. You can always have access to review this lecture on YouTube on our channel. And dear audience who is watching, you're welcome to subscribe. We will go live every Saturday at 1:30 a.m. Astana time, and we're doing Technopreneurship course. So today, our topic is teams. How to create high-performance teams within the startup. Uh, in our class, we have only 5 students. It's great, frankly speaking, because then team is already created. Uh, Many times in startups, of course, you create your own teams. Founder have a passionate, he's passionate about some idea, and as Marjan was sharing, he was trying to find people who can support him. That's why he was traveling and came to Singapore to come up with that pool of people. But for example, let's assume that you're potential owners of the business and you need to create a business. Let's assume. In our class, we will work together as a team. First and most important is you have to have a passion to your idea. Not only co-founder, but all members of the team. So when you do selection, you have to make sure that newcomers, they are also passionate about idea. Because in startup, usually money doesn't come right away. You need some time. In that time, the only driver for you to keep going, to check your idea, to talk with customers, to create prototype, is passion. That can be commercialized later on, maybe within 1 year or faster. So one of the fundamental criteria is to have a passion people in your team, and they should share the same vision. For example, what we heard today from Magjan, he's in very specific area, cybersecurity. So in order to work in this area, the team members, they should have the same vision, that they want to create the safe environment for us to do business online. For example, either we buy something or we share our information. We want to make sure that it's very secure. So each member of Magjan team, they are driven by this vision. They want to change in the community. They want to change the attitude that doing like business online, it's secure. That's why they are driven by that. So once again, passion, share the same vision, and very technical. But as you can notice from Magjan's speech, now they need to do business development, they do communication, somebody should be engineer. So they should be diverse skills that you need. And some of the skills need people who are introvert, they just work on laptop and do technical stuff. They don't need to talk with people, they just need to talk with laptop or with programs. Another set of people, it's actual extroverts. Those who are like communication, talking with people, pitching, inspiring them. It's a different kind of people. And as a team, you should have both sides. How to do that? There are several tools how make understand whether a person is introvert or extrovert. I'm very much simplifying, frankly speaking. There are famous frameworks like from Aon, Adapt 15, from online. There are different personality tests that you can check. Some of them are paid, some of them are free. So this is fundamentals. In terms of the skills, as we say, we need engineer, most likely in technopreneurship. We need a creative person who can design out of the box ideas, and then engineer can implement it. Then we should have a specialist in customer acquisition. And I think one of our students is in SMM, so it's good because she can help you to acquire customers. And then later on, please send me your CVs, and I will try to get the best out of the team. Since we're only five, we can. I will be your mentor, frankly speaking, instructor, but also mentor. And all of the speakers that we'll have, they will also contribute to the development of your idea. And those who just join students, you should know that we are building project with a within 5 years that should generate 100 million US dollars. It's hard, but it's rewarding. And right now I'm working on bringing potential investors, the judges that you will present your final idea. Maybe if everything works well and they like your idea, they can even invest. So please be serious about what we're doing during the course, because we are trying to create real business based on technology, and it's possible. And through every time you will see from speakers that can inspire you also. Saying all of that, dear students, doesn't replace the trust. The high performance teams, what they have in general is trust. Trust that you can back it up everyone, that you can critique and be heard and not be left behind anything, that you feel that you're part of the overall, like a cohesive organ, that's like a same body that cannot operate. For example, in a body you have a head, you have hands, you have legs. Everybody in unison are working, and everybody trusts each other that you're working to perform the best. On that particular trust, actually, I like the. He's a neuroscientist, but also he wrote several books. Paul Zak. Later on, I will give you the link to his website. He wrote a book called Trust. Trust: The Science of Creating High-Performance Team. That will be one of your homeworks to read and reflect on it. It's how to make sure that we are, as a team of 5 students, and me as a mentor, work as a one body, as a one organism to create the project. Let me share with you that not always, especially in the student environment, and especially as a course that you're taking, you are really motivated to do your project. I want to change this time. I will think about motivation tools that will make sure that you're working. Maybe it's monetary, maybe it's different. I have to think about that. But I want to create an atmosphere for you within yourself of trust, where you can share freely your ideas, when you can know that your member of the team will help you in any issue that you have, and that you're not alone. I'm here also to mentor you. So, if we repeat once again, the fundamental, it's a passion, it's share the same vision, it's to have the right set of skills that implement, especially technological idea, and you should know the people and networks how to do that. And here I will help, our guest speakers will help, university can help. You just need to know how to approach them. If any question, you can always ask me. Do you have any questions? Let's ask 1 or 2 questions. So you can ask either from chat. Yeah, I can see, Indira, you're writing the question on chat. Please do that. Meanwhile, students are asking questions via chat. I will remind the online viewers that it's live. You can always subscribe on our YouTube channel, on Facebook, on Twitch also. And also we put it the system of donation. How it works. If you like what we're doing, or if you would like the students' idea, what we're working on, you can always donate. And this money will be used to fund the student project. So this up to you, how you can do it. Okay, now I see the question. Let me. Indira, do you wanna say it loud via voice, or it's better if I will read it? Okay, I will read it. Let me see how it goes. Okay, good, good. So one of the students asked, I have a question. Can you advise some book about technopreneurship or site for understanding this course fully? Sorry for my English. I see. Uh, Indira, you are a little bit late for our lecture. Actually, we did it at the beginning. We went through all the syllabus because our class starts 10 a.m. Astana time. Okay, so everything about the course, the topics you can find on our canvas. Okay, good. Um any other question regarding the teams? By the way, do you know each other? You know each other. Okay, so it's good. I hope that you will continue working. Right now, we will almost finish. We'll finish a little bit earlier to make sure that our online audience is not bored. Okay, and then I will just stop streaming, and we will continue like our Zoom conversation. Let me first stop for our audience and thank them for being with us. Once again, we will go live every Saturday, 11:30 a.m. Astana time. We'll have a new speaker and we'll talk this time about innovation and value proposition. If you're interested, please join. If you're more than interested, you can share it with your colleagues, with your friends, that they can subscribe. Thank you so much. But students, please be online. We'll continue with you. I'm just stop streaming here.